Resolve. Welcome. Hi, I'm Linda Yasperu, traditional healer, here to share body wisdom through body wellness. And today I want to share a question from a longtime client who asks, Hi Linda, I was just diagnosed with carpal tunnel syndrome. Will you please share what this is in a way that I can understand and some natural healing techniques for relieving pain and for healing this? Sure, I would love to do that. I have had a little bit of experience with myself as well as worked with many very successfully on carpal tunnel syndrome. Basically, carpal tunnel syndrome is the compression of the nerve endings in the wrist. And this normally happens to women 35 or older, and mostly women, but not always, sometimes men as well. And the symptoms of this is tingling, pain, discomfort, heat or cold in the wrists, tingling in the first three fingers. So usually this is due to any type of movement that is forced with the wrists or that is repetitive. So many times you'll see hairstylists and surgeons and mechanics and who else do we have? People working with computers, waitresses, all of those types of people, or if you are one of those, doing those repetitive motions that just keep tearing away at the nerves at the root. Many times you will feel it in the first three fingers. You'll feel it in the palm many times. You also can feel it running up the arm, into the neck, and into the shoulder, as well as in the hips and in the thighs. It is sometimes misdiagnosed as carpal tunnel, and it's really comes from up here in the neck, at the lower end of the neck, known as cervical 4, 5, and 6. Those nerves automatically go down there. And sometimes the neck is out of alignment, so you will feel those pinches for sure. You also could be, usually these types of jobs are a stressful situation. And so when our body gets stressed, we go through the B complexes, particularly for carpal tunnel, is vitamin B6. Really wonderful to help with the nerves. This can last anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks, all the way up to a year, depending on how you take care of this or not, so to speak. And if you don't take care of it, many feel that the only way out of it is surgery. And I really hate to have people recommend that, because it really isn't all that good of a fix, so to speak. So the way you can work with this is quite simple, actually. It's just that, one, you need to take the time to make the time, or make the time to take the time to spend working on your wrists and different things. You could have some heat and ice problems, or heat and cold problems. So a lot of times putting heat packs on will definitely help cool that down. What you can do internally first, though, is cut down on any refined sugar, caffeine, and alcohol. You can increase your water and increase your vitamin B6 or vitamin B complex. That will help you tremendously. Get some natural rest. Give yourself permission to take care of you with a nice massage or acupuncture if you have the time and you're able, and can definitely help relieve the stress that way. Some other ways that are really easy, and I love to do this, I'll do it a lot after I've worked with somebody on the massage table, and I'm using my wrists and moving that energy a lot. First thing I will do is take some sage. there's a couple different kinds of sage. There's a broadleaf sage, there's a silver sage, there's cooking sage. This is more of a Artemisa sage, so it makes it more of a sweet smell. It's also known as high desert sage. And I like to just burn that up a little bit and then take this and just let my wrists absorb it. Okay, it just, you don't want to get too close to the skin. I'm probably about a half an inch to an inch. And just let it just totally takes all that energy and it totally just releases it. And this also, by the way, can affect both hands. So you might want to just go ahead and take care of both hands if it's not affecting that already, just so that one doesn't feel left out. That's the first thing that I will do many times. Next thing I will do, I make lavender oil here on the ranch. And so I'll just put a drop or two and I'll rub it in. And I'll turn my wrist back and forth, simulating a figure 8, so that it's totally just getting rubbed in there. Lavender is all about calming and soothing and just really giving that body and that energy a chance to heal through the flow of energy. Anytime you have pain or discomfort, you know that the energy is blocked there. Tingling is another sensation. So what you can do is one of the acupressure ancestors, we just say that it's, we putting on pressure for Vashpesh, but many people know it as acupressure. And what you want to do is about an inch down, just take the pad of your thumb, not the tip. We don't want to put any kind of marks or anything on it. And start in the middle between the two tendons that you'll feel rolling around. Many times will be very sore and very sensitive. So you just want to do some easy pressure. And as you're pressing on your wrist, take some slow breaths in through your nose and let them out through your mouth. As you let it out through your mouth, that energy starts to release, and you're releasing it through your system. So you might need to hold pressure on here, firm pressure, as much as you can stand, and then just a little bit more. And each time you take a breath in and take a breath out, let it release again till it's done. And it might take up to 2 minutes sometimes to do that. And then you'll move over to the next spot, to this side of the wrist. So you start in the middle, then go out to the pinky, and then come again to the thumb where it's really going to be sensitive. And it could be really hard as a rock there, really hard. So you might even need the tip of your index finger to just press on that. But many times as you bring this down and put it in front of you, it's much easier to use your thumb like that. And then the last way that I really like to work with, just really quickly, is through stonework. I believe I have shared stonework before. Green fluorite is a wonderful stone to help take out inflammation, to help heal, and to help that energy move on. So you can just, I like to use this heart one just because I have 2 spaces that I could use on the edge. So I can go in a clockwise circle. I can just press and go up and down, or I can just lay it on my wrist depending on what my energy is in that moment, and just let the rock pull all that soreness and sensitivity out. And each time you do this little regime, you'll be able to stretch your wrist a little bit more and a little bit more. And with that, then, if you just keep working on it a little bit at a time, a couple times a day or as needed with pain, you are going to be doing a great job for yourself. And your body will say thank you. You don't really need to put steroids or any other kind of thing in it. Your body has a difficult time absorbing that. So that's what my tips are for today for carpal tunnel syndrome. And I sure hope that helped for you, Donna. Thank you for bringing that question to me. And for others, if you have any questions or any thoughts about my snippets, I would love to hear from you. Until the next time, I'm wishing you a sparkling blessed day. Be well. Thank you.